No, it's been a minute since I've been at the casino here. Last time we were here, I was doing a little bit of slots, playing a little bit of poker, but I am entitled to another free spin at the wheel. If you guys don't know about that lucky wheel, man, you guys need to get on that. You guys know I won the Sherp last time we spun. Did a little video on that. So let's see. I don't know. It looks like a little bit of an Audi rally car or something like that. Let's see what we get here. I mean, I'm down for money or cars, and it looks like we got that car, man. Yes. I was going to say, I'm down for money and cars. The clothing kind of sucks. The RP's cool, but we got that Audi, baby. Let's go ahead and check this thing out real quick, man. You know I'm going to have to do a video on this one, bro. You know that's coming. Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy D Nolly, aka Don Squally, and we are back at it with another GTA 5 video. As you guys saw, we won this Audi with, I'm gonna say this is like an Audi Quattro. I believe this is the S1 replica rally car here. So as you guys saw, we won this at the casino. Was doing a little bit of a stream when I won it, so I decided we'll actually make this its own video, man. So what we're gonna do is take this thing out on the road, take it to the mod shop. Now I want to see what this thing is worth. If you guys remember the Sherp that we won from the casino, I think that would have been a couple of videos ago now. I actually ended up selling that thing. It was only about 30 grand that I got for it. But this car right here, I really like the way this thing drives, so I think I'm probably going to end up keeping this one. But I am interested to see how much it costs. But I am interested in seeing how much I can sell it for. Now, the reason I want to keep this car is I'm a big fan of the Subaru, the Sultan, even like the R35 GTR replica clone. I forget what it's called off the top of my head now. The free car that you get. But this car reminds me of that. All-wheel drive, very quick, turbo from factory. So what I want to do is just go through the full mod list on this car, and we are going to do a few upgrades, nothing crazy, but I do want to see what this, what the options are for this thing. So obviously armor, I think I'm going to go and spend that 50 G's on the armor on this one, because it is one of those cars that I do want to keep for a while, and armor is important. Brakes, another one of those things that is important. We're going to go ahead and install those right now. I'm going to go ahead and install that engine upgrade as well. Now, we're spending a little bit of cake on this thing. Actually, before I go any further, I totally forgot to see how much this thing would cost if I sold it, or how much I'd get for it. 82,000 credits. We probably tacked on about 20 grand with the mods that we just did there. So 82 grand, nothing too special. I think for that money, I'm probably going to go ahead and keep it. Now, exhaust options, we got that dual burnt tip. I think for now, we're going to stick with the stock exhaust. Maybe if we get a different body kit around the back, we'll go ahead and change that. As far as the bombs go, I don't really mess around too much with those. Horns as well, not something I usually change on any of my cars. I do like to put the xenon headlights, so we're going to go ahead and install those. No neons for this thing. We're not going to be doing anything ricey on this. Now, we do have the liveries for the rally kind of look. I'm going to check out some of these. Now, I really don't care for any of the liveries on this thing. Now, if I can just drop a paint job on this thing, that would actually be great. Of course, because we won this, we already have full coverage as well as loss prevention. The plates, not really too worried about the plates, but I am going to put on those Denali custom plates there. So now comes the respray. Now I'm hoping we can respray it without having to put the livery to none, because as you guys saw, that was 11,000. We're going to go with some classic colors. Now it looks like we are keeping the livery on here. With us even changing the color, it's still keeping that livery. So I think what we're probably going to have to do, I want more of a street look on this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and spend that money and put no livery on this thing. And then we're going to go ahead and change the colors. Now we're just going to go with a classic. I just want like a basic, maybe red, green. We'll see what looks nice on this car here. White would probably look pretty sick with these big fender flares on here. And I think white might be the way to go on this thing. That looks pretty sick. Let's go ahead and drop that ice white on here. Just for shites and giggles. Secondary color, not exactly sure what that is, but let's see here. I guess it's the inside roll cage. That's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and make that white as well, just for fun. So we got this thing looking pretty nice. Oh, the value actually went down after we modded it. Dang, ain't that a slap in the face. Let's see if we can get rid of this spoiler. This was one of the things that, oh man, that I wasn't too keen on. Looks super bare without the spoiler. I wish there was like something kind of in the middle. You got big, nothing, or bigger. I think we're going to go ahead and go with the no spoiler look. You know what? Actually, I don't think I can do that. Let's go ahead. The back just looks so plain with no spoiler. You know what? We're going to run with no spoiler, even though I bet you it is sacrilege. For people who are into these cars are probably yelling at the screen right now, wondering what I'm doing. Transmission, we're going to upgrade. We're going to go full out with this. I got a little bit of dough to blow. Turbocharger as well. Now comes the fun part, the wheels. So I'm going to skim through a couple of my options, let you guys know when I find something that I like here. So I think I'm going to go with these Super G wheels on this thing. Now $10,000, they're a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but for me they kind of remind me of these carbon fiber wheels here, the Cheetah Carbon R's, and they kind of resemble the style. So I think we're going to be able to, you know, I'm going to be happy with that at like half the cost, and we can go ahead and paint them up. So I'm thinking the black with the white actually look pretty decent, but we're just going to skim through a couple of other options here. The green's kind of cool. Desert tan, bronze. I think the bronze might be the way to go on this thing. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. The copper or the bronze. Let's go ahead and drop them copper. The copper on here. Now as far as the tires go, one thing I'm going to do is install Bulletproof Tires. Since we're going for the works on this thing, that is one thing that I think is really going to come in handy. And of course, tinting up the windows last but not least. Let's go ahead and do that. Now one thing I'm a little bummed out about, I wish we could have like changed the front bumper, maybe took off the big fog lights there. But it doesn't look like we have that option. But now that we got all of that out of the way, let's go ahead and take this thing for a rip. First and foremost, obviously, we're going to do a little bit of walk around, a little bit of a walk around in the sun and see what this thing is all about. Now, already I can tell it's a little bit more peppier than it was before. But damn, man, let's go ahead and change the view on this. That thing is looking proper sick right now. Now, I was a little unsure about taking the livery off. I was, you know, it's a you know, one of those things that just kind of matches the car. I still might go back and throw that spoiler on there just for fun. But overall, I'm thinking this thing looks super sick. But let's jump up inside this thing. Take it for a drive, see what it can do. Lester's been bugging the hell out of me, wanting to do that casino job. Not right now. And it actually looks like this thing is a rear-wheel drive car, which, oh no. No, it is all-wheel drive, but it does have a rear-wheel drive bias. But when we get doing donuts, you can see those front wheels kind of gripping. Now, I'm expecting this thing to be comparable to the Sultan as far as handling goes. I'm not sure what it's going to do for speed. It was already pretty quick to begin with. Now, the R35, the GTR, I forget what it's called. If you guys remember the name of that, let me know down in the comments section. I just forget for some reason. The Sultan, the GTR are probably my two primary favorite vehicles. Obviously, the Sultan being the #1. Now, there is the Lancer version, the armored car. I probably should just buy that because I know I'll be probably the most happy with something like that. But I just like the all-wheel drive cars. really fast turbo. You can whip them. They handle relatively good, and when you get into a sticky situation, the rear-wheel drive cars, they tend to spin quite a bit, and for me, I just like the all-wheel drive. You can kind of get that back end swinging. Like, look, even if I mess up, no drama. We're just back on the road boogieing. And even my Lamborghini, the Vaca, like that thing really doesn't do very well when it comes to traction on the rear wheels for whatever reason. But this thing, not as quick as I would have liked it. We did spend quite a bit of money on this thing. But like I say, it is one of those cars that I'm probably going to keep and use. And if I can jump over cars like that to get me out of sticky situations, I think this thing is going to be a nice addition to the fleet. But that's pretty much it, man. I just wanted to go through the complete mod list, do some quick modifications to this thing, and drop that in a little bit of a YouTube video. So if you guys did enjoy this video, what up, sweetheart? Where you going? If you guys did enjoy this video, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed yet, definitely do so. We got a lot more coming in the near future, man. So as always, I'm your boy D-Nolly, aka Don Squally, and we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Don't die. Oh shit, where you going, bro? Don't be creeping on my friend. Don't be creeping on my friend. You and your homie. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Oh, buddy. Let's go. And your boy, man. Get him out of here. Oh, fucking. Ah!